So I've just moved Bonnie out of the stable, Gail, and obviously you've had a little look inside and looking at the environment. Hopefully I'm going to have some things right. One thing I know I do is choose the right bedding for what I believe is best for her, which is bed max, because of the large flakes and the fact that they're specifically designed for horses. I find them the best bedding. So what else am I doing right or wrong? What can I improve?
Well, we're really pleased with the bedding. So for an asthmatic horse, obviously shavings is a good option. We like the larger flake shavings because it allows for aeration. So it means that we can let more airflow through to get rid of the ammonia gas. Now, the ammonia in her environment obviously is detrimental to her breathing and yours, and also to her hooves. So we need to keep that ammonia to a minimum. The other thing that we like is that you've got your bedding deep enough that urine is trapped below the surface, so that the surface of the bed is dry, and that keeps the ammonia again trapped away from the environment. I'm also really pleased with your water buckets. They're absolutely spotless, so that's fantastic. I'm not a huge fan of rugs on the walls. Okay, you can see that they're collecting dust a little bit. But if anybody knows Bonnie, they know that she really likes to itch on the walls. And actually this helps protect her. So there is a good reason for why the rugs are around the stable. From a cleaning perspective, I think I'd like to see the cobwebs come down, because cobwebs hold dust and they hold damp. We don't want damp in the environment, particularly for an asthmatic. This kind of damp, cold weather we've got at the moment isn't good. And the other thing with cobwebs is if they are disturbed, they have the potential to release spores and dust and mould back into the environment. So just best to remove them altogether. Had a little look at ventilation, and obviously you don't own the building, so we can only do what we can. And you actually have good airflow at the front of this building. But I think what I'd perhaps like to see is that we take a strip off of this board here to allow the air to flow through, but we actually want it to come across Bonnie's back, because we don't want it to get cold. We don't want it to be stood in a draft, and to just take the air out. So we're looking at 6 to 8 air changes an hour to keep the environment clear for her.
In terms of what we've learned today, we've learned that my cleaning needs improving, but we've got a plan going forward for Bond's stable. So I'm going to increase the ventilation by taking out a section at the back just to allow that airflow through. We're going to decrease the amount of rugs that I've got in the stable to just essential.
Yes.
We are going to make sure that I'm cleaning the front wall where her soaked hay goes with some warm soapy water at least once a week, and using a mini knapsack or a spray bottle just to disinfect that as well.
Yeah, we understand.